This video, I'm going to be showing you our editor. And that's a suite of tools you can use not only to correct details in a shot, but also extend and remix it and just get a lot more mileage out of every photo that you have. You can upload any photo you want to jump right into the editor if you have anything that already exists, whether or not it was created in bitStudio. But from anything you have in the gallery, when you're in this viewer state, you'll see this editor mode here. Now let's launch it and we'll take a look at the tools that we have. Once you launch the editor, you're going to see a few things here. You'll have your tools along the sidebar, as well as the kind of gallery view, just kind of condensed on the side for easy swapping between things while you're working. Your reference photo section here with your tools, as well as whatever that you'll see down here is going to change depending on what you have selected, but this is kind of your tool and action zone, as well as a text bar along the bottom for helping steer what you're doing here. Freeform Edit tool is the most broad way you can use the editor. You can use text here to make broad changes to anything you want in the image just by describing it. So I could, for example, say, change her hair to black here. If I need to do anything else there, I could just type in the change that I wanted to see, and her hair has changed. It's really accurate. The rest of the details have stayed identical. So really just kind of just scraping the surface of what's possible here, but you can really do anything that you like with this freeform edit mode. For now, we're actually going to go back. I can see this undo on the top left. We'll actually keep this version. You can see this got added back over here. So you do keep a version history no matter what you do, but it's non-destructive editing. You can always go back to any previous version and keep editing that one instead. The freeform edit mode also has precision tools for making precise targeted changes to things that you wanted to do. So say, if you watched the last tutorial, the way that I described the shot, I actually wanted the shirt to be tucked in. I said loosely tucked in, and we didn't exactly get that here. We got it tied. In this mode, with freeform edit, I can also use precision tooling to make changes like this. I can draw right over areas that I want to make targeted changes to, just like this. And when I do that, I can still describe anything that I would want to see, but it's also great because I can use these reference photos here for anything that I want. I should say here too, I can use reference photos with the freeform edit without precision tools as well, but for precise mode, it's great for doing exactly this kind of clothing detail addition or adding accessories. So again, there are some details down here on the shirt that maybe again, when it's tied up, you can't exactly see them, but I know when I do this edit in this area, I'm going to want to see more of that shirt. So just select the shirt again. And in fact, you even have this mode to focus on detail. Maybe I know that I want to get some of this pattern on the lower half of the shirt and I really want that to be captured. But this is great for things like little detail fixes, stitches that look off, little buttons that might not have great detail. This is a great way that you can make these targeted focused changes here. So maybe I can focus on that detail here. Let's see, we've got kind of a selected targeted region, and I can use text here to say, maybe shirt loosely tucked in. Let's submit that one. And this looks really good. We've gone from that kind of tied look to this tucked in look, and I was able to really target where that change happened with this precision tooling, just to make sure that nothing else was changed outside that, and I could be very direct in steering the clothing change here. Now, I do notice actually that the little tie around the pants changed. I can select up to 3 reference photos here to give more detailed edit instructions. So again, I could have preserved the pants a little bit better here, but I can always go back in with the editor and keep making little tweaks as much as I want. Now let's take a look at some of the other tools that we have. Select a different photo here. Maybe we'll use this other one as the base for now. This change pose tool. Think of this as a shorthand on top of freeform edit. I could actually describe any other change that I wanted here in freeform, right? Like any pose that I wanted her to hit instead. But change pose is a great way to think, you're snapping shots in the sequence of a shoot. She's standing here. What other poses might she hit here? You can do anything here. For example, if I were to do a large pose variation, it's going to keep the same context, same clothing, same model, but we're going to get something new. With a large pose variation like I just did here, you can see we actually did get quite a different shot, but it's one that feels like it was grounded in that same shoot. She's sitting, she's looking off, the clothing still looks great, and simply right, like same pants, same shirt, And those sandals, which we had done with text initially, are also consistent here. Set still looks the same. That cabana in the background is still here. And so this is a great way to, again, take a shot that you like and just get some additional angles of it. And say, for example, maybe we needed to tweak things. We still have these same editor tools that we could use to touch up details, make corrections. It's all baked right in here. It does exactly what it says on the tin. If I take an image like this, I can drag in a reference, and I have room to do optional instructions here too. Maybe I do want to change the hair color and I want to make sure that that happens. I can add that instruction here and fire away. So pretty seamless. Face is replaced and the hair was replaced at the same time, and it all matches too. So even the kind of highlight on the hair, there's like darker root here, matches the reference photo that we added in. The next tool that we have here is our virtual try-on. It's baked right into the editor. You don't need to download and re-upload. You can select virtual try-on, either upload a photo or use something you've already saved to the wardrobe. Same standard and max options here. Same text options if you want to change anything else. But you can do that right from inside the editor. And when we get our result back here, we can see the dress has been really nicely applied. The body type and proportions are the same. The pose is the same. And it's worth pointing out here, we replaced the shirt and pants with a dress here. So the base garment that you have on in the photo is not very important to our virtual try-on. We can replace anything with anything. The next tool that we've got here is this extend image feature. You may have heard this called Outpainting. It's kind of like a magic uncrop. So if I select this tool, you can see that we can actually choose a different aspect ratio, or we could drag and extend the boundaries of our image. And this can be used to add additional details, make it wider, do whatever you need, preserving that base stuff, but filling it in with natural, new, realistic detail. So if I select 4:3 here, you can see that I've made it wider. There's some extra margins on this side. And when I hit extend, we get these nice natural extended details along the side. You can see the trees have been added just as an additional kind of detail. That cabana is finished here. On the right, we have the continuation of the beach. Fills it in very naturally. So we could use this, say, as a kind of hero banner now that we've made it wide. Now, another feature of that uncrop there, that extend image feature, I'm going to upload a photo right here that I already had from before I generated this, but you can see we have some kind of boundary issues here. Her head's a little bit cut off, and maybe I want it to be a fuller shot here. So I have full capacity to, say, extend this part of the image up. I'll hit this extend button. This kind of complete extended image, solving this kind of cropped in thing that we had before. Now we have a full usable shot. And that's our editing suite. These tools are really simple and very powerful, and I hope you have a better idea now for what you can be doing as soon as you jump into bitStudio. In the next one, I'm going to be showing you some of the kind of final export tools we have, things like upscaling and converting to video. If you have any comments or feedback for us, you can reach out, hello@bitstudio.ai. We take your input seriously, so if there's things that you'd like to see here, you can always let us know.